What is up, KLIQPOD Nation? Man, as always, thank you guys for joining me each and every Monday night for this and every Monday Night Raw review. With that being said, I want to give a huge shout out to anybody new checking out the channel. And as always, the hugest shout out to the fans of the KLIQPOD Nation. But with that being said, how was tonight's show? Was it good? Was it okay? Was it decent? Was it better than last week? That's all we really need, right? I think you'll actually be surprised by my answer. That after the intro. What is up as always, man? Huge shout out to my boy, Direct WWE. If you're not following him on Twitter, go ahead and take your time. I'm just playing. Hop over there right now and follow my boy. But with that being said, I'm actually pretty excited to talk about Raw tonight, guys. And you know, for me, that's actually a strange thing. You guys know how I feel. Usually we come on here and just talk about shit. Tonight was better than last week. It was a decent show. Do I think it was good? Maybe. I don't know. Maybe doing this review will talk me into it. Right now, all I know is I thought the show was actually pretty decent. But the shitty thing is, we see the sympathy act for Roman again. Why? Oh, why? Jesus, please help us. So, we kick off tonight's show with your boy, Roman Reigns. And Roman comes out, and he gives a shout out to Lashley. Said he was impressed. You know, after fighting Bob, he's actually impressed. Bob came to fight. As you guys know, I've actually gave them credit for their matches. Thought their matches were pretty decent. Then he begins to proceed to disrespect Lesnar, as always. Out comes Heyman to the rescue. Except in this fact, it shouldn't be. And Heyman expresses the definition of insanity to Roman Reigns. And when he does this, Roman just gets fired up like he always does. Starts to spew, and then he proceeds to say, after he beats him at Summerslam and he sends him back to the UFC strapless, Brock will be Roman's bitch. Okay. I actually think Roman's going to win the strap at SummerSlam, so like I always say, man, let's get the agenda started so we can get it finished. The quicker we get it started, the quicker it's done. I just want to get this done. Then we have Finn Balor versus Baron Corbin. The thing that pisses me off is, man, we've seen this quite a bit lately, have we not? Yes, tonight was a better match. But I swear, man, certain times creative just throws this shit on repeat, man. They just don't care. Just screw it. We don't really care. Fans are going to watch this shit anyways. And, I mean, just seeing Finn and Baron just go and go. That's what kills me about this. And we're going to see it again at SummerSlam, man, with the way this match ended. Now, once again, don't get me wrong. The match itself was good. I really liked there was a couple segments I really liked in this match. This match was actually rather long, man. I think this went from about 6:10 to 6:15 to about 6:40, 6:42 area. And I was just like, damn, man, they are really dragging this out. But, as I was saying before, there were a couple good moments in this match. One, Balor gets a close count. Close 2 count. Gets up, hits the sling blade. Baron actually has the wits about him to be able to land the choke slam neck breaker. Baron goes for the pin, or Finn goes for... Actually, Finn reverses the End of Days attempt, which was kind of cool, I guess. But Finn reverses the End of Days attempt. Then we get a little still action going on for about a minute or two. And then Finn comes back, gets a DDT, man. At this point, I think he's going to win, man. He misses the coup de grace. We get the deep six, close pin, but kicks up at 2. Then we get the double leg, then we get the action moved on outside the ring. We get Finn with a double leg drop to Baron Corbin to the barricade. Finn plays Baron back inside the ring, goes for the coup de grace again. So this time I definitely thought he was going to hit it. Nope, shockingly enough, they threw me for a loop on this one. He misses. Baron hits the end of days, gets the 1, 2, 3, but not only that, he gets in Finn's face afterwards, man, and we get some more action and more Finn beatdown. So you know this is going to lead to more at SummerSlam. And that's what sucks. So there better be a stipulation behind this. It better be like Baron's Constable title versus Finn leads the show. Wow, I think that would actually be a pretty decent stipulation. We either get Baron done with his power trip, or we get Finn just completely off the show, so there's no more interaction between the two. And honestly, so we just don't have to see these two go at it again for a while. But once again, I mean, tonight's match was decent. The thing that kills it is we've just seen it so much lately. Man, it's like when you eat your, I don't want to go favorite food, but when you eat something that you really, really like over and over again, and then at a point you just ate it so much, you're done with it. That's how I'm feeling about this. This stipulation better be really good that we're going to see behind this at SummerSlam. Now, at this point, Kurt Angle has a discussion with Paul Heyman. Explains to Paul that Brock is contractually obligated to go to make a in-ring appearance tonight. If he doesn't, Heyman will be fired. This is huge news. I really like how they played this into the show tonight. Because even though technically he was there and he wasn't contractually obligated to go to the ring. He was just contractually obligated to be there. But Kurt wanted him to go to the ring. So if Lesnar didn't go to the ring, Heyman would be fired. Once again, I like how they played this in the show. Thought it was a really good take on it, I guess you would say. Then we move to Alicia Fox with Alexa Bliss at her side because Mickie James is injured this week versus Natalya with Ronda Rousey. The match itself, why? Even Natalya looked sloppy tonight. I didn't think either lady was on. And that's a bummer. I don't think Alicia Fox is really that great in the ring. I actually think most Alicia Fox fans overhype her. Now, you guys know I'm very high on Natalya. But Natalya's been hit and miss lately, especially in the ring. There was one point where she slips trying to perform a move tonight. I just kind of sat there and shook my head. Just, what is going on? Sometimes you just need to slow yourself down. Alicia Fox shouldn't have even been in this match tonight. I know this is all a setup for what we're going to see next week. And I'll talk about that here in a moment. But I was just really ashamed of what we saw tonight. This is an absolute travesty, man. You are about to have an all-women's pay-per-view. You're talking about bringing a new mid-card title in for the women. But yet this is what I'm seeing in the ring? Is this the evolution? Or are we devolving here? I don't know, man. This just is one of those situations. Anyways, we go to commercial. This match breaks down. Ronda tries to get her hands on Alicia Fox, on Alexa Bliss. Unfortunately, that doesn't work. She gets her hands on Alicia Fox. Alicia Fox pays for a second, but her and Alexa actually walk away with the upper hand over Natalya and Ronda. This leads to a backstage segment with Ronda talking to Kurt, saying she just wants to fight. She's no longer on suspension. She can't wait till SummerSlam, or else she might get suspended again. So we get next week Alicia Fox versus Ronda Rousey. I'm actually pretty impressed with this, pretty excited. I'm really looking forward to this match. Just seeing Ronda. I don't want to see Alicia, but I definitely want to see Ronda. And we know we can't have her go with Mickey right now. Mickey with the injury. Need to be cautious with it. And you definitely can't show us Alexa and Ronda before SummerSlam. Because we know we're going to see it at SummerSlam, so let's just wait till then. But we also get another backstage segment between Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman. At this point, Heyman's trying to get Brock to go to the ring without blatantly telling him, hey, my job's on the line. Brock Lesnar doesn't give a shit. He doesn't give a damn what we think. He doesn't give a damn what Kurt Angle thinks. All he knows is Paul better shut the hell up and go do his damn job. So, I love dickhead Brock. I love I'm larger than life Brock. So, and as you guys know, the only issue I have is that he's not defending the title more. Outside of that, I love what Brock brings to the WWE. Absolutely love it. Now, we actually get what I thought was a good segment with Bobby Lashley tonight. Of course, it involved Elias, the most talented man on the roster. Congratulations on your debut, CD. Way to go, Elias. You know we love you here at the KLIQPOD. But we actually get Elias starting to perform. Once again, he's interrupted. This time it's Bobby Lashley. Lashley comes down. Elias knows why Lashley came down tonight. And it's actually, he wants to walk with Elias. Matter of fact, he wants to sing with Elias. So he looks at Elias, tells him to jump in wherever he feels, starts playing the guitar, proceeds on. When Lashley finally jumps in, Elias decides to attack him from the back. We get Lashley gets the upper hand. Elias geniusly gets out of the ring, leaves. You know they're going to try to do a quick build-up real quick for SummerSlam, especially the way this was thrown at us tonight. So I do expect to see this at SummerSlam, but honestly, after what I've seen tonight, I'm excited to possibly see this at SummerSlam. I would honestly have high hopes. I think they would work very well together. As I always say, man, I think Elias is one of the most talented people there is on the roster. I think Lashley's problem is he has no charisma. So it kind of kills his character. And he doesn't have, for me personally, I know it sucks, but his voice kind of kills it for him. Because his voice just really doesn't come out there and have a determining factor and intimidate you. And yeah, you could say Brock's got an annoying voice, but it just helps to add to the pissed offness that you get pissed off at Brock. With Lashley, you're not supposed to be pissed at him. He's a damn babyface. But even though he's a babyface, well, they try to portray him as a babyface. It's a very poorly played one. So, anyways, we know this is a build-up for SummerSlam. We already know what's ahead. This isn't going to have a stipulation at SummerSlam, I feel, since this was just quickly thrown together. Lashley coming out of the Roman Reigns thing. They really didn't have any plans. They really didn't have any plans for Elias. So they were like, shit, hell, let's throw these two together. But I actually think it worked well for him. So good job with that. Good call. I look forward to seeing the next couple weeks, or maybe we have a week left. No, we have a couple weeks. But I look forward to seeing what they could do with this in a short amount of time to see if they can really get any build up out of this. I mean, personally speaking, I don't think there's much, but I wouldn't be interested in seeing the match itself. But at the same time, I mean, they might strike magical gold because you have a very talented Elias in this story, and that really does go a long way. Now, you guys know, we have KLIQPOD. Well, if you're new to the channel, we have KLIQPOD Fantasy Wrestling. What that is you have a, 7 or 8 man squad. You get points based on appearances, wins, losses, pay-per-view matches, championship matches, things of that nature. If you want to know more, guys, just reach out and comment to us. We'll be more than happy to explain it, and hopefully we'll have it out to you guys here very soon. But my number one pick was Braun Strowman. I was looking really good coming out of Money in the Bank. As of lately, I've just been getting a lot of appearance points. It feels like from all my wrestlers, and when they do wrestle, they catch L's. Main one being Matt Hardy. Thank God he did not wrestle tonight because he would have caught the L, and I would have been crushed, man. Anyways, we get Braun Strowman versus Jinder Mahal. Instantly, I'm like, I don't even know why it didn't cross my mind that KO wouldn't be involved. But I honestly thought, all right, here's a cakewalk match for Braun. Give me these points. That's really good. I need these. Unfortunately, that's not how tonight worked. The match itself wasn't even really a match. KO comes out, grabs the Money in the Bank briefcase, hightails it. Braun decides to not stay focused on the match and Jinder, and he proceeds to follow KO to get the briefcase back. Jinder wins by countout. The Guru, Jinder Mahal, beat Braun. Yeah, you heard me right. Jinder beat Braun. Of course, it doesn't do anything to Braun, but for my fantasy, it's once again I'm having a shit start to the week. God, it sucks, dude. God, dude. But with that being said, man, KO, I love you, man. Why you screwing me, bro? Come on, dude. But with that being said, way to add to the storyline. We officially know at SummerSlam it's going to be Braun versus KO for Braun's Money in the Bank briefcase. What a smart idea of KO to grab the briefcase and run tonight. Cost Braun the match. I mean, so it was done correctly. I'm not mad whatsoever on that point. The only part I'm mad is this damn loss that I caught from Strowman. Now, we get what I call the upset of the century. And I actually really hate this fucking book. We get AOP, Authors of Pain, versus Titus Worldwide. Titus Worldwide gets the upset tonight. Do any of you guys out there feel like I do? Like, this actually hurt Authors of Pain? Probably the best tag team you have out there. The one you should not kill the momentum. You just kill the momentum so you can get them in a match at SummerSlam against Titus Worldwide? How many weeks do we have to see this? So this is the second time on this entire lineup tonight that we've seen a repeated match. I don't know, man. That's some boneheaded shit right there. Oh well. Anyways, Titus Worldwide with the upset. It's just nonsense, dude. Then we get Drew McIntyre versus Seth Rollins. I was actually looking extremely forward to this match. I'm going to actually give a match of the night. I think this is what made the show decent for me specifically. Not going to sit here and ruin the match for you guys. Go and watch it. This is my requested match of the night. Once again, proves Drew he is currently a superstar. I don't want to say future superstar. He's future heavyweight or future WWE champion. But he's a current superstar. Dolph Ziggler looks strong. And Seth Rollins, well, he's Seth Rollins, man. Great match. Ziggler gets involved. Cost Drew McIntyre the match. But I don't think Drew cared. It was just a beatdown of Seth. Well played. Well done. That is literally what saved the show tonight. Outside of that, some was decent. Some was so missed, though, man. Like them repeat matches, man. Especially with the Titus Worldwide upset. Anyways, at this point, man, Roman Reigns is actually forced to leave the premises. He looks at Kurt and asks her, when will it end? Kurt proceeds, at first I thought it was a bitch slap. He proceeds to punch Baron Corbin. So I wonder how Stephanie's going to respond to Kurt's action against the Constable tonight. Hopefully Kurt has to serve a little bit of suspension. Any of you guys have any theories or ideas out there? Do you think they're going to play this back so Kurt can come back to wrestle a match with Triple H? You think that's what this is? I think that's what this is all going to lead up to. Like Triple H defending Stephanie's honor. But with that being said, Roman's forced to leave tonight. I wasn't mad at it all. Honestly, I wish he had did an action tonight so he had got suspended till SummerSlam. In our eyes. So I could have went next week or 2 weeks without him. Because I promise you, man, I would rather see him after I haven't seen him for a little bit than just seeing him as much as we honestly see him. I mean, I just really think he's overfed to us. You guys know how I feel about Roman. I have a freaking video about it. I don't hate Roman for any way he looks physically. I just don't like what he does specifically in the pushes he gets. I don't feel they're deserved. But I'm not here to bash Roman tonight. I thought his segments were actually pretty decent. Better than his usual. Now, we get Charlie with an interview with the B team. Out come the Deleters of World. At this moment, I'm freaking. I already had Braun lose the fucking gender. I am terrified Matt's about to lose to somebody. Deleter of World are talking about how they're the B team's nightmare. First off, how can you be a nightmare if you're not winning? That would be my first question for you. Second off, huge segment for this tag team division. I think this right here. It brought some credibility back for me. At this point, the Revival comes down to the ring. The Revival proceeds to, proceeds to say the best thing that I've heard in a long while. They're questioning how these four men are at the top of the tag team division. And that's what I wonder, man. You have great tag teams out there and you're wasting it on this. Revival need to get a shot, man. And I think tonight this win... Oh, hold on. Don't let me jump the gun. Then we get... This leads to the Revival versus the Deleter of World. That's Matt and Brett. Good match itself. The Revival get a much needed win. Oh my God, did these guys ever need this shit? And I think that this was well played. The only shitty thing is I know this is leading to a three-way at SummerSlam. The Revival, the Leader of the World, and the B Team. Do I want to see this match? Yes, for the fact that I want to see the Revival in it. And honestly, I hope they shock us all and give the Revival the title coming out of this. I think that would be the best move for the division. It would rejuvenate, re-energize that whole entire division, bring a lot of credibility back over there. It kind of be like the Seth Rollins move when it'd kind of be like the IC belt, how it started to gain prestige back when Seth was wearing it. And now that we have it on Dolph, he's really doing a great job as a heel with it. So I'm very impressed with them actually putting the Revival in this match, giving them the win, and this is going to lead to a three-way. This is definitely going to lead to a three-way at SummerSlam. And the shitty thing is, I think this three-way is going to be on the pre-card. And that would really suck if it is. I definitely think this should be the second or third. I don't know, man. Honestly, I might put this as my first match at SummerSlam. Put the belts on the Revival just to get that, like, shock factor and excitement out of the crowd for the night. I think that would be a beautiful, bangish way to start the show. But once again, hats off to the Revival. Huge win tonight, man. Then we get tag team Sasha and Bailey, dressed alike, looking very similar, very, for the most part, color coordinated, versus Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. Actually, got to say, I was impressed. Bailey and Sasha look good today. But, I mean, what's impressive that they look at good in-ring ability? They look good as a tag team. I honestly wonder if this is a ploy, so when we get the women's tag titles, they're going to be the first ever champs. I was thinking about that watching this match. The match itself really good, man. I thought the women all performed well, even Liv and Sarah. I mean, of course, Bailey and Sasha led the dance. I thought the bank statement. So the match ends with a bank statement into the belly to Bailey, or the Bailey to belly, for the 1, 2, 3. Huge win for these ladies on a semi-roll since they found out they love each other and renewed their best friendship. But I have to say, man, I think that was I like the combination. I thought it worked out very well. I thought they did a great job with these ladies tonight, so I was actually very impressed. So, good job to these ladies. Hats off. Now, Paul Heyman is freaking because Brock just won't go to the ring. He refuses. He just wants to chill. He'd rather be at home, as he expressed earlier. This is not his cup of tea. He knows where he's headed. UFC to fight Daniel Cormier, and he wants to take the strap with him. Don't blame him for a second. Paul finally breaks down and explains that if Brock doesn't go out to the ring, Heyman's going to get fired. Brock proceeds to play like he's going to go to the ring. Built it up. I actually thought for a second he was going to go. Brock decides no. Looks Heyman in the eyes and told Heyman they were never friends. Remember, Heyman works for Brock, so he needs to finally go do his job. Once again, this is probably one of the most entertaining segments I've seen from Brock. These segments tonight were some of the most entertaining I've seen from Brock and Heyman backstage, where it wasn't Heyman just constantly spitting and praising Brock. So I thought it was really well done tonight, but at the same time, I wonder if tonight plays into... Hold on. That's my problem. Sometimes I want to jump the gun and start discussing things before we've even talked about the topic. So we get our final commercial break of the evening. We come back. We get Kurt Angle. He comes out with Constable Baron Corbin. Kurt calls out Paul and Brock. Brock doesn't come. Paul comes by himself. Pleads, explains he has done that. Brock has been a bad champion. He has tried to change Brock. He has tried to bring Brock back from the dark side, make him more active, more of a title contender, but there's nothing he can do. Plead that he's always liked Kurt Angle, and he doesn't want to lose his job. Kurt Angle isn't playing this match. The thing I like about Kurt is, since he's been there for the most part, he sticks to his guns. When he says something, he sticks with it. So we get a momentary firing of Paul Heyman. At this second, Brock Lesnar comes out. Already going through my mind, I know what's happening. Brock Lesnar is going to turn on Heyman at some point. Brock goes down to the ring. Brock looks Kurt dead in his eyes. Ask him if he has a problem with it. Looks Baron Corbin dead in his eyes. Does Baron have a problem with it? Neither one of them proceed to say anything. More physical gestures than anything. For their troubles, Kurt gets an F5. Baron's too genius. The constable gets the hell away. And Brock and Heyman are sitting there looking at Brock's dirty work and laughing. Heyman thinks all is fine and dandy. Brock proceeds to lay his hands and scare the shit. I almost thought Heyman was going to piss himself, to be honest. And points over at Kurt. Do you see that? Making him realize that could be you. So I definitely think Brock got his lesson through to Heyman. But with that being said, I actually think this is a ploy for the ending at SummerSlam. I don't want to ruin it for the prediction show, so we'll talk about that later. But I do think the agenda is about to be completed and then started in a different sense. But guys, that's your show for tonight, man. So, I mean, overall, wasn't too horrible. It was decent. Or it wasn't horrible at all. It was decent. Hopefully they can do it again next week. Really looking forward to SmackDown last night. Also, I'm really looking forward to my Madden 19 videos. I just dropped one earlier today. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's about 10 minutes long. 5 tips for new players starting out on Madden. Tomorrow, I might drop 1 to 2 more videos. Pretty much there will be Madden 19 content every day till the game releases. From that point on, I'll be streaming and dropping gameplay content as well as pack opening. So if you know anybody that plays Madden, gets down, let them know. Point out the channel, share it, like it, subscribe. But with that being said, thank you guys as always. And if you sat through till this long, I love you. But as always, take names, kick ass, and peace.